The gentleman yields. I now recognize the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Gonzales, for his 5 minutes question.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you, witnesses, for being here. I represent the largest border district in Congress. This border crisis is very real to us, not only for all Americans, but we're at the forefront of it. I want to start with Secretary Mayorkas. In April, you told 60 Minutes the migrant surge across our border are resulting from disinformation by cartels. I would go a step further and say that these cartels are terrorizing America, and it is long time that we label these cartels as terrorist organizations. I have a few questions for you, if you could be either yes or no or brief in your response. My first question is this, and I'm looking for solutions. Would raising the credible fear standards improve our border?
Congressman, the asylum system and the immigration system as a whole is in desperate need of reform, and I look forward to working with Congress on achieving that reform.
Do you think
it's long overdue?
Do you think that would help?
I think, Congressman, it is very difficult to take one element of an expansive system and say that is.
Well, let's talk about a couple of other elements. I think it would work. Everyone I talk to is saying raise the credible fear standards is a good start. I hope you would consider also being vocal on that. The second part, would increasing repatriation flights improve our border?
Congressman, we work with our international partners every day to increase the number of repatriation flights. In fact, our supplemental funding request seeks additional funds to achieve that.
Do these repatriation flights work?
Yes,
I would agree with that. I've seen it firsthand. As soon as we turn on repatriation flights, the numbers go down. My third question, would increasing penalties to smugglers improve our border?
Congressman, I would like to analyze whether or not the severity of the penalties available are sufficient. I can tell you from my experience in the courthouse, in the courtroom as a federal prosecutor, that the delivery of consequences achieves an important law enforcement objective.
What I'm seeing is the consequences don't match the crime, and the crime, Americans are dying, and it's long time for us to match the crime to what is occurring. My last question for you, Mr. Secretary, do you agree we have a crisis at the southern border? Yes or no?
Congressman, I've been asked this question many times. Let me just assure you that we do not minimize the significance of the challenge at the border.